How's it going, everyone? Pop-Tart here. Welcome back to the Aeroteam Gaming Channel. Today, I'm in Train Sim Worlds 5. Usually it's Quill who does the train stuff like this, but I've been getting a little bit into the Train Sim too, so I will not be very good, but I have my fun, so hopefully it'll go alright. I'm also, unfortunately, currently away from my main setup, so I am back with my awful, terrible headset microphone, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but I'll do my best. But as for the train here, I'm currently in photo mode just so I can waffle a little bit without messing up the timeline too much. But, as you can see here, and by the title, we're in the Cathcart Circle route. We'll be running route 2123. This will be starting from Glasgow Central, so I'm up here at Glasgow Central on the north side. Then we'll be running counterclockwise around the circle, and returning back up to Glasgow Central in hopefully about a half hour, unless I mess up too much. As for the weather, I'm just using the exact weather that's set by the route journeys. This is one of the timetables, but instead of using custom weather, I just went with that. So it's just light clouds, about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Departure time is going to be 15:15, or 3:15 p.m. if you're American like me. And I don't think there's too much more to mention, so I guess I'll just pop out of photo mode here and get started up. So we are already in the cab. I don't think anything's been done with the cab setup here, so yeah, I'll just pop the master key on here. And as you can see, there's that reward. This is my very first time driving this train outside of the training module. I've just done the main training module, so I'll pop the reverser into neutral there. I did make a document for myself of some of the procedures from that tutorial, so hopefully it'll go all right here. But, let's see, next will be the auxiliary set, so we'll press and hold that on the rear panel here. About 5 seconds? I don't know. I think in the module it was until there was a slight humming sound. Hopefully that was long enough. I did not hear it. It may be because my volume was too low. Oh dear. It looks like the reservoir is charged, so hopefully that will be okay. Let's try racing the pantograph and see what happens. I'll give that a press. How are we doing? I can't see the... Oh my, that's loud on the audio mixer. Let me turn that down real quick. I believe we had a pantograph up there. I was distracted by that. Yeah, we got a pantograph. Okay, we're good. So, with that, let's pop the headlights on. Oh dear, there we go. And we should be good to go. So, pop the reverser into forward. And I need to crank down the volume even more now. My goodness, that is very loud. You can tell it's my first time doing this. So, reverser's in forward, and let's start off at about throttle 2 and kick off here. Not kick off, I need to unlock the doors. Haha, we're already off to a great start. I'll just do a step 2. Yeah, okay. We are so gaming. Let's load up the passengers. That'd be a great way to start, wouldn't it? So, there's 1517. We were supposed to be departing here, but I completely forgot that we weren't loaded to start with. So, passengers should be loading now. They're taking their time about it. Then again, so was I. Oh dear. Outside views like that are dangerous. I can see the audio mixer going way up over my normal voice. I already have it cranked down to like 8 decibels, but if I crank it down anymore, I won't be able to hear anything that's going on inside, so... I'll just have to keep my head inside here for the most part. Hopefully I haven't messed up the audio balance too much with that. I'll find out afterwards, when it's too late, and hopefully adjust it for next time, but oh well. There's the passengers all loaded up, we can get that door closed. That's a really cool glass ceiling. Alright, there we are. Okay, now we can release the brakes, and there's the brake pressure released. Let's blast off. Alright, let's see, we got 3.5 minutes to make it 1.6 miles to Pollitt Shields West. Alright, we'll have to... This is where part of that time crunch will come in here. The shunting fields, whatever, outside of Glasgow Central here have a really low speed limit of about 15 miles per hour, so I need to keep kind of on the slower side. I just love the electric hum of the 314 here, though. Really cool sounds. I don't know if I mentioned that when I was doing my introduction. Yeah, this is the Class 314 in ScotRail livery, of course. It's about the only, well, it is the only locomotive on the route. I saw there was Class 66 diesel locomotives as a layer from, not East Coast Way, that's, um, East something. I'm forgetting the exact name of it now, but the Coastway line east of Brighton, the Class 66 from that layers onto this one. But, yeah, it's just the 314 for the Cathcart Circle services. I can squeeze a little bit more speed out of this here, get closer up to 15 to try to make up some of that last time. Won't be making up much of it though, we will be on the later side, unfortunately, but it's a video game. There's a speed limit bump up at 20, so let's crunch it up a little bit faster here. Ooh, lag spike. That's the other thing I noticed when I was starting up OBS here. My laptop doesn't quite like running Train Sim World and recording with OBS at the same time, so it's a little bit stuttery. Hopefully it won't be too noticeable, but it is what it is. It's not too bad, it doesn't seem like. I was worried for a second there, but we're doing alright. I'll kick that back up to throttle 1, actually we're losing a bit of speed. Passing another one there. There's coming up on 20. As you can see here as well, I do use the cheating mode of Train Sim World. I love trains, I think they're pretty, but I'm not enough of a train nerd to be able to memorize every single one of all of the signaling systems and everything for speed limits and all of that. I tried, I thought about it, it didn't work too well, so I just leave it up there and I'm just here to have fun. So that's what's going on there. There's a bump up to 25 miles per hour on the speed limit. I see we got a 30 upcoming before our next stop. We are not making it there on time though, we got 40 seconds to make it a whole mile. Ooh, breaking the speed limit already. Just a little bit. The one thing about the 314 is that it really doesn't have good visibility for appreciating the scenery with that big, huge blind spot on the left side, and of course all that blocked off on the right, and you just got this tiny little window out front, but whew, there's another one of those lag spikes. I haven't really, well of course, yeah, as you saw, this is my first time driving this train, so I haven't really gotten to experience the scenery in full yet, so this will be very cool for me as well here. I only did the training module was, I believe, out of Glasgow Central to like one of the first platforms, I don't remember which it is. Oh, there's that speed limit bump up to 30. Okay, cool, so we do get speed limit signs like that on here. And there we go. Hold it a little bit at 30 here. 500 yards to go. Yeah, running about a minute behind schedule. 2 minutes actually, probably by them. So we'll get there in a minute. Let's get a little bit of brake in here. And actually, I slowed down a bit late. I meant to approach at about 20 miles per hour, but we're here already. Alright. I think we're probably good for deceleration, actually. Maybe? Maybe? Nope. Let's get a step 2 in there. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. Not perfect. A little bit past. Oh well. I think we're still fine. How we doing? Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's unlock right, and let that sit. Pull the brake back to... Nope, back to step 1 there while we're parked. This is a really cool scenery route, though, nestled into the city. Almost loaded up, and... there we go. Alright. Oh, not that one. There's the button. There's the doors locked. Back to release, and... throttle 1. Actually, I'm just going to give the passengers a kick all the way up to 4. I want to make up some of the speed. Noom. Oh, there's a bump up to 40 miles per hour. We have a reduction to 35 upcoming, but just before the platform anyway, so that'll be just fine for us. Oh, that was another big lag spike. Unpleasant. Alright, here we are already. Let's slam on step 2 to get down to about 20 to approach. I have absolutely no idea when to use the horns. I think it's like a little blast coming into the station. I don't know how each region varies. I do indeed have much to learn. So, on, take that, I guess. Stopping a little bit past the marker, but we're still in line with the platform, so I'll take it. There we are, unlocked the right again. Back to step 1. Oops, did not mean to press that time. That was me bumping the spacebar on my keyboard. Yeah, I don't think this train has a... yeah, it just has a single signal bell, not a constant bell. Like I said, much to learn. There's locking the doors. Get the doors closed there. Running 2 minutes behind now. Release the brakes, and blast off. So we're back down to 35 for the speed now, but it'll be coming back up to 40 there. Actually, won't be able to make too much use of that, because that'll be before the platform again. But I will. Bring that up to speed here, while we still can. 900 yards remaining. Past there. And there's up to 40. Maybe? Come on. There we go. 40. But again, can't really use too much of it because I already have to start slowing down now. So we've now come... oh, there's another line spike. Oh dear. So we've now come up out of that ditch and are now passing over the, that was a raised overpass kind of thing through the city there. Very cool. Almost there. And start braking right around here. Maybe. Might have to use step 2 for braking like that. That took a little ways. Oh well. Release the right side. And now we wait and listen to the birds chirp. This is the weird thing about Train Sim for me, is I have absolutely no idea what to talk about to fill up the empty space for commentary, so hopefully it'll be good practice for me, but yeah. Almost there, and get the doors closed. There's the lights out, back to release, and off we go. 600 yards to the next stop. We're still solidly within that 40-mile-per-hour limit. I'm just looking at the scenery. I have no idea what to talk about for it. Oh dear, hopefully that's sufficient. Here we are already. Let's start bringing that down here. That's a little fast. Step on step 2. Oh yeah, I was going to be using the horn, wasn't I? Oh dear. Let's see, back to step 1 for... There. Nope, nope. Step 2. Come on. Stop. There we go. And release right. Pull it back to step 1 there. Yeah, I don't know what the standard for horn is on this. I've seen, like, sometimes it'll be a double blast of horns coming into the station. I don't know if I'm completely misunderstanding that, or if it just varies by region or whatever. I mean, it probably does vary by region, but I don't know. I kind of like to do a little use of the horns just for fun, but I've been forgetting here. There we are. There's loaded. Lock the doors, and almost. Come on. There's the lights out. Release the brakes. There's the reservoir discharged, and... Or not reservoir discharged, but the brake pressure released or whatever. Like I said, I'm not a huge train nerd. I don't know most of the terminology. Let's see. And again, we're still within 40 up until the next stop. Let's hover right around there. 500 yards to go. Let it coast for a little bit and drop step 1 and start slowing down here. Oh, a trampoline. Very cool. Here we are. I'll approach it about 15, see how that goes. Probably should have used the horn before coming in line with the platform, but oh well. Let's come to a stop right around here. There's a full stop. We'll release the doors. I keep coming in past the stopping marker. My goodness, it's loud out here still, even outside of the big city. Oh well. Yeah, I keep coming in to stop past the stopping marker, but the marker's always like really far back on the platform. Like I still have plenty of room up here, so I don't know what the system is for that. With, I mean, it's probably docking me points because I'm not precisely on the marker, but yeah, I don't really care. I don't want to have points. I want to have fun. Let's close the doors there. I'm within the platform, so I mean, hopefully it should be okay if it was real life or whatever, but there's the lights out, release the brakes, and pop the throttle. I see we have a reduction to 20 coming up in a little bit here. And a red light eventually. Hopefully that'll resolve soon. Let's see, I can't tell how fast that 20 is coming up. I can probably hover at 30 here for a little while and then decelerate as needed. Got 1,000 yards to the next stop. Alright, let's leave it there and coast until that 20 comes up. In fact, there it is, so let's drop some brakes and decelerate down to meet that. Almost. I timed that one poorly. Yep, there we go. And there's within 20 miles per hour. Driving significantly over speed limit. Yeah, I get it. I'm a bad driver. So, rather slow speed limit through this curve here. Huh. And a downwards incline. So picking up a little bit of speed on that. I'm gonna have to watch the brakes there. And here's the stop. Use that horn there coming in. Let's approach it around... Well, I was going to say, well, approach it around 10 and then brake from there, but I think this is going to come in pretty linearly. Let's see how this does. Let's pop step 2, and... There's our stop. Release the right side again, and back to step 1 for parking. Oh, we're over the river. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna actually pop into photo mode here and grab the... Oh yeah, that might be pretty good for the thumbnail. Let's try... right around here. Crunch some more depth of field. I love a good unrealistic depth of field blurring, as you could probably tell from the introduction. I know it's unrealistic and that cameras don't really work like that in real life, and it makes it look like a model train, but it also looks cozy, and I love it, so I'm going to keep my depth of field. Let's crank way too much, just a couple degrees of rotation, and let's see, I'll try to get some of that river in there. How about that? Let's grab that, and I'm going to try messing with the lighting angle a little bit to see if I can get it not horribly backlit. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice lighting with the morning sun angle there. Let's... I've got these pantographs in the way though. I might just have to deal with it. Let's try that. I might actually reduce a little bit of that depth of field so we can see the river kind of nicely. The one positive depth of field as well is it helps to blur out... the blur helps you see less of the two-dimensional tree textures when you're in close like that. So, yeah, right around there is pretty nice. Let's grab that and see if that's the thumbnail. It also might not be the thumbnail. We'll see what happens. You'll see what happens, because it'll be on the video you're watching, but... Ah, well. I figured I'd try to keep an eye out for a decent screenshot spot at some point along the route. Almost loaded. There we go. Close the doors. There's lights out, release the brakes, and off we go once more. Increase up to 40 is coming up right at the end of this platform here. I really should look up proper horn procedures, like if we're supposed to be giving a honk before starting off. I'd assume that would be a logical use of train horns, but again, I don't know much about trains. but that is a fixable problem. Eventually I will know. Someday. Reduction up to 35 is happening a little bit before the next platform here, it looks like, so I'll probably just hover around then. We're gonna have to be stopping for the platform anyways, but we still got 700 yards to go, so we're good. Let's coast right around here. Yeah, there's the 35. Ooh, I'm coming a little bit faster, I was distracted. I was just thinking, I was realizing, actually, maybe that screenshot I got won't work because the nice, pretty river there in the lower right corner might be covered up by the Aeroteam thumbnail overlay in the lower right corner. I was not thinking about that part, oops. So it may indeed end up being a completely different screenshot, but oh well, at least I got some sort of pretty picture out of this route. So, there we go, release the right side, back to step 1. So I might just have to relaunch the route some point later on and try to get a better screenshot if that one doesn't work out. In which case it'll be a little bit cheating because it won't be exactly from this run, but oh well. It'll be the train, it'll be the route. Class 314 somewhere on the Cathcart Circle. That's like the live stream flight sim thumbnails. You know, I have to prepare those in advance, so it's never actually from the route. I just get a nice picture of whatever plane I'm flying then, so there we are, release the brakes, and come on, there we go. Blast off. Yards to cross hill. And a reduction down to 30 miles per hour right before then. Well, I haven't made up any time on this route, but I haven't lost too much at least with my dallying around. Well, actually, yeah, that's supposed to be arrival time, not departure time, so yeah, there's the reduction to 30. Let's actually crank that down a little bit, I oversped a bit there. So yeah, getting there in about a minute, that's... So yeah, I'm now running 3 minutes behind schedule-ish, 3.5 maybe, so I've added a couple on since I left, instead of making up any of that lost time at the start, but oh well. That's a cool little tunnel there. That is... Well, I was going to say that was more speed than I meant to lose, but we're actually right up here on the platform now, so I'll actually keep the brakes on. Give another horn blast much too late, as I'm already in line with the platform. And squeeze a bit more brake out of that. Come on. There's our stop, and release the right side again. So yeah, I keep trying to approach it like 15 to 20 and then stopping from there, but I have way too much speed for the step 1 or 2 braking to decelerate in time, so probably need to be approaching a little bit slower. Almost there. And passengers loaded. There we go. Lock the doors. Bring it down to step 1 to release a little bit of that pressure early, and there's the door lights out. Back to release, and hit it. Next will be coming up on Queen's Park. And that should be almost right around to... Yeah, a little bit left to go until Glasgow Central, but we've just about completed the loop itself right there. now back into the excavated train trench. There's 500 yards to go. I'll hold it around 30 maybe. Oops, sorry about that jiggle with the mouse there. That was me lifting the mouse off of the mouse pad and the sensor freaking out about that. Alright, give a horn blast here, and... Whoa, another big lag spike. Oh dear. Alright, let's approach at 15, and then come about in line with the marker here, and then try step 1 for stopping. That gets us 10 miles per hour, about 1 cab length away, and... still overshooting a little bit. Yep, there goes the marker. Ah well. Yeah, close enough. There's a full stop. At least the right side. Another awkward silence in the commentary. Just waiting for the little barber pole to fill up there. And... locked doors, there we go. Lights out, release the brakes, give a little horn blast, and... well, it should probably be longer than that. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a short little hop over to the next stop here. Back to Pullet Shields, the first one we stopped at. And that will be the... I guess the marker of the completion of the circle itself. Then it'll just be heading back up into Glasgow Central. Nope, nope, too fast, too fast. I was distracted by the scenery. Whoa! Step 3, step 3! I'm a professional train simulator driver. Probably just threw half the passengers out of their seats. But we made it in time here. We stopped before the end of the platform. It's okay. Only a little bit unsafe. Let's release the right side there. Bring it back to step 1. Oh dear. I had just said it's just a short hop over to the next station, and then I stuck my head out the window. Ay, ay, ay. Some very wobbly looking animations of those poor people going down the stairs. That one was better. There we go. Get the doors closed. Lights out, release the brakes, horn blast, and blast off. Green light ahead. We've got a reduction to 30 and then down to 25 pretty much immediately here, so next begins the slow plod into Glasgow itself. I'll just hover around 25 here. Slight upwards incline, so that might help to bleed off that last mile per hour of overspeed. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Might need to step on the throttle actually to keep up speed with that incline building. Well, it's evened out here actually, we're good. Love that speed limit marker up there. 20, then up to 90, then back to 20. That makes sense. Want to meet that speed limit, you'll need enough acceleration to break everyone's necks. Another solid mile to go, plodding along at 25 here. Actually, I'll keep throttle 1 in there to maintain speed. We lost a little bit of that. Should be coming up on the bridge over the river here, I believe. I think that was what the... again, I haven't driven this route, so I'm just going off of memory from the map, but I think there's the river separating Glasgow itself from the main bulk of the Cathcart Circle line. So we should be coming up on that bridge here shortly. There's 25, I'll let it coast there. Oh yeah, back on a downhill incline. Oh, and back to 20. Step on that brake there. Oops. Again, as before, as I was noticing the 20-mile-per-hour reductions and babbling about it and doing absolutely nothing. Oops. Professional driver. This time around, I will notice the 15-mile-per-hour deceleration here, and I will do something about it, hopefully. Unless I have short-term memory loss and distract myself again. Here's the bridge. Very cool. And back to 15. There we go. I am doing something about it. Aha! There we go. I might try to get another screenshot right here, just for fun, actually. Let's see what kind of angle this does. It's kind of hard to see anything with the big wide platform of that bridge. We got like, what, 6 lanes of train tracks all going across here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already lost count. Oh dear. I'll try not to waste too much time on that. I don't love how that angle looks photograph-wise with the downwards tilt. Well, most of that's just because of my camera rotation, but it gives a little bit of an impression of losing energy. I don't know. Let's try some more depth of field to blur that out. Yeah, it's kind of lost among the, well, the train is lost among the bridge and all that. I wonder if I could try going the other way, waste a little bit more time with the recording here. Oh dear, sorry. I'm just gonna ditch the rotation that's throwing me off. Go away. There we go. I might reapply some later, but won't worry about it for now. If I want to get any of the bridge in, or the river there, sorry, excuse me, in place, I have to get a flat-on angle from here, so that doesn't look very dramatic at all. I might just do something like this and try again in a small moment. Oh yeah, there we go. Crank it like a degree off to the left there. Grab that, and pause out before I waste any more time. But from here, it's just straight on into Glasgow. I'm going to try one more small little chance at a dramatic river shot when we're right about in line with here. And see what that does for getting the river in frame. It's really tough with the overhead pantograph here. Just clutters up the foreground if you, because to get past it here, you have to have a wider field of view, which kind of loses the drama of a nice train shot. And yeah, to get the river in view there, I'd have to be well above, which then muddies up the view with the pantograph lines. Ah well, I'm good. Pop back here. I probably should have given a horn blast again before coming in line with the platform, but they also may not do that, because, as I've said 18 times, I have no idea how anything works, procedure-wise. Oh well. Just coasted nice and slow here. Well, we only lost a little over 3 minutes of time with that whole thing, so not too bad as far as things go. Let's step on step 1 here to see how that does at decelerating. That's stopping a little early, actually. There we go. Oh yeah, stopping right in line for the very last stop of the route. Let's release the left there. And I've only done one other timetable service, so I don't actually know what's going to happen, or... Well, no, I've done 2 timetables. I did a London Underground and a hop around the Zemmeringbahn. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Quill's the one who knows German pronunciations, because he's German. I have no idea how to... Oh dear. Anyways. Yeah, so I have no idea what the timetable's going to do when it finishes here. It might boot me to the main menu screen. Or it might not. Because I genuinely don't remember. I didn't pay attention when I did it last time. Almost. There we go. Okay, so it does boot you to the stat screen. What happens when I press continue? Okay, it just takes me back. Can we... Yeah, okay, good. We can return to free roam then, so I can pop out of the train here and give a brief little outro. So, we can finally get a good view of the train from the outside. Oh my goodness, this train station is loud. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try to find a place to sit down where it can be nice and quiet. Let's sit down right here. No, it's still loud with the windows open. Oh dear. Windows open. My goodness, Pop-Tart. Those are, of course, doors. I'm tired. Oh well. Well, I've now done a very professional YouTuber cut and just cranked down the volume a bit, so hopefully I can be heard over the train station babble here. But for a bit of an outro, I have no idea what to talk about because I've never done one of these before. But thank you so much for joining me on this journey on the Class 314 around the Cathcart Circle. I do indeed have much to learn both in the ways of trains and in the ways of making these videos, so hopefully I'll have the plan a little bit more revised next time around. But if by any chance you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to the Aeroteam Gaming channel. We have a lot of other fun stuff on the channel here, including, as I mentioned, Quill doing the train simulator much better than myself. So if you're new to the channel, definitely check out his videos as well. And if you're coming to the channel from those videos, then I can only offer my sincerest apologies. But at least I had my fun on this one. If you have any suggestions for other routes you'd like us to try, or other games you'd like to see on the channel, please do let us know. But apart from that, I don't think there's much else to cover. So, thank you again so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.